Okay? So you need to rearrange only the sort. And the general formula is y equals to mx plus c. Alright? Any question? Okay, let's look at the next example. So in the next example, sometimes the exam they can ask you to find gradient using another formula. Alright? So let's say now you are given two coordinates. Two coordinates here. You are asked to find the gradient of AB. Yeah, just now I told you we actually use this method, the height divided by the base. But if you are given coordinate, of course we can put the coordinate here. We can find the height and the base. But another way of doing this is by using this formula called y2 minus y1. So you see, the first coordinate is x1, y1. The second coordinate is x2, y2. Alright, x1, y1, x2, y2. In order to find the gradient of AB, we take y2 minus y1, yeah, as the denominator. The numerator, the denominator is, or the base is x2 minus x1. Okay? Great. So let's look at an example. Find the gradient of the following coordinates. So we are given coordinate A is 1, 4, B is negative 2, 5. So the gradient of AB, we use this formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 5. 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 over negative 2 minus 1. So negative 2 minus 1. So from here 5 minus 4 is 1. Negative 2 minus negative 1 is negative 3. So we have negative 1 over 3. Understand? Next. Example 2, 2b. So given C equals to 0, negative 3 and D equals to 7, negative 1. So we are asked to find the gradient of CD. So gradient of CD is again y2 minus y1. So in the exam, make sure you write the formula. Write down the formula so that you don't make mistake. Every time when you practice, try to write the formula. Many times if you do this, then you can remember actually. So y2 is equals to what? Negative 1. y1 is what? Negative 3. So we take negative 1 minus negative 3. Put in the bracket. Alright? Because there is a negative here. Then x2 is 7 minus 0. So 7 minus 0. So from here, negative 1, negative, negative becomes a positive. Right? So 3 minus 1 is what? 2. So over 7. Is that? Okay. Now next we go to sketching a straight line. So we want to draw this line. Alright? So how to sketch this line? So usually in the exam they will give you a few conditions. But let's look at the steps. Step 1, find the x and y intercept. In order to draw this line, you need to find out where does it cuts the y-axis and where does it cut the x-axis. Here now, if we continue join this line, so we can find where it intersects the y-axis and where it intersects the x-axis. So you need to find these 2 points. Once you have found these 2 points, you just take a ruler and join on it because it is a straight line. Understand? You need to have 2 points there. Alright? So I suggest here you find the x and y intercepts. Then step number 2, once you have found the 2 points, as I said, you just draw one line passing through the 2 points. Understand? So just 2 steps in here. Okay, let's look at an example. Draw the following straight lines. So we are given y equals to 2x minus 1 here. So the first thing is we want to find the intercept of y-axis. Where does it intersect the y-axis? Mana dia potong aksi y? Alright. So in order for this line to intersect with the y-axis, then the value of x is 0. Usually the y-axis, x is 0. The x-axis, y is 0. Understand? So x is 0. So when x is 0, you substitute here, you get 2 times 0, 0 minus 1, your answer will be what? So when x 0, then y equals to negative 1. So we know that it cuts the y-axis here, negative 1, 0. Negative, huh? Then next, to find the intersection on the x-axis, then the value of y replaced with 0. Right? So from here, when y equals 0, substitute into here 0. So 2x minus 1 equals to 0 here. Right? Move the negative 1 to the other side, you get 1 equals 2x or 2x equals 1. Then from here, x equals to 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 is here. Right? Y equals to negative 1 is here. Is it not? So we mark the 2 points, then we draw one straight line passing through the 2 points.